Hey, this is James from My Take on Reality. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a new reality series called Put a Ring on It. This is Season 2, Episode 2, dealing with two of the characters, Kenneth and Shorty. Kenneth took Shorty's bank information, and we need to talk about it. Let's get it. Crazy Ken constantly looks secure as a naked man sitting on a mousetrap. He looks crazy as cat shit. Why would he choose to go on this show? Why would Shorty go with him? She's on the wrong show. She should be on Jeopardy. I'll take Crazy Eyes for 100. Off the top, there are too many chances given. Making excuses for bad behavior encourages bad behavior. He comes home, cusses you out. Oh, he just had a bad day at work. He steals from you. Oh no, he's just too prideful to ask for help. He tries to ruin you so other people don't want you. He's just afraid of being alone. Excuses are only good for the people who make them. None of those reasons neither fix the problem or address the actual issues. An apology plus a lie is an apology. It's when you apologize but then you try to justify why you were right. This isn't a gesture of regret and remorse, as much as it is a means to an end. It's a placeholder to keep you around longer. He just slapped you upside the head and then offered you a piece of candy. Now here's the crazy part. Ken admits that he was in a bad headspace, his words, and that he wanted to be mean and sabotage her. You can't just tell me you tried to stab me in the back and expect me to turn back around. Yet I digress, because the craziness continues. They then go on to talk about how he felt and how he's hurting. The long short, he effectively said nothing in the way of an actual apology. He just gave Shorty his reasons why he did what he did. But he didn't recognize what he did, which was violate her trust. He doesn't recognize or value how important trust is in this relationship. He doesn't understand why what he did was wrong. Therefore, he is only going to do it again. The best apology is always change behavior. Now here's what's even worse than everything else. Shorty revealed that he did this before, past his prologue, people. Now according to her, under threat of not being together, he tries to make sure no other man wants her, her job doesn't want her, and he tries to destroy her other friendships. As an example of all this, she cites a time when he went to her job's social media site and posted negative things about her. Now keep in mind, Shorty is an on-air radio personality. She is literally the face of her company. People have lost their jobs over stupid Facebook posts to their personal accounts. This joker, the man who is supposed to love and protect her, sends a disparaging message about her to her job's social media sites and website. Ken then says he has underlying issues, and then he starts to cry about how he has to get better, knows what he needs to do, and that he's in denial. Stop falling for this foolishness. If he knows he needs to get help, why didn't he use your cell phone to call for it when he had it instead of checking your bank information? Oh yeah, that's because he's not serious. Just as a general rule, if you're in a relationship, you should want to build your partner up, not tear them down. Love your partner enough to want to see them happy. Full stop. If you can make him or her happy, great. Work every day for that. If they would be happier without you, you should love them enough to let them go. To get better, he has to want to do better for himself. He's only saying this stuff because he wants to keep his relationship. Change is hard. Because it's hard, it can only happen when you really want to have it happen. Your reason for why you want to change has to not only be strong, but it has to be permanent. What happens if you start to change and that person that you're changing for leaves? All work stops. Worse still, as the person starts to change, their partner will get excited, and this gives enough slack to fall back into old bad habits. It's kind of like a diet. You work out, you eat right, you lose weight, then because you're doing so good, you decide to treat yourself. you have a cheat day. Before long, you're right back to where you started. Now, overall, all this work that has to get done and all of this change that he has to make, it should really be done while he's single. He shouldn't be in a relationship trying to make these changes. And speaking of getting help, this would be a great opportunity for Shorty to also take that time while they're apart for her to work on herself. Because clearly there's something wrong and something lacking in her that she would sit and tolerate this type of behavior from anybody. To me, there's some things that are just flat out unforgivable. He's upset, so he downloads her banking and financial information. The fact that he had the propensity to consider this should have been enough for her to pull the ripcord on this entire relationship. He is willing to destroy her out of jealousy. Sis, it's time to pack a bag. This isn't healthy. This isn't love. You can't love me so much that you want to destroy me. This was nothing more than a move to maintain power. I can't leave because I'm afraid of what you'll do to me or what you may do to yourself. With love comes a daily choice. Just because you were in love yesterday doesn't mean you'll be in love tomorrow. These kinds of manipulations that Kenneth is doing to Shorty take away her choice. Therefore, this isn't love. I'm James, and that's my take. And I'm out. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die.